Hey guys, it's Brandon. Today we're going to be going over making your page more dynamic. So in the site design tool, we're going to be selecting on this first section here. By right clicking, it opens up a menu. Here in the top section, we can select shape dividers. By selecting that, we can create shapes. So on the bottom or the top of the page, you can add a little design to make your page a little more in depth. We have the bottom selected and we're just kind of browsing through all of the options here. You can also upload or create custom designs or search for more shapes. So for the top of the page, maybe we want to add a little more liquid. You know, pizza sauce, kind of works. We can change the height, the opacity of course, the offset, number of repeats. The more you add, the more there's going to be. You can add a layer effect, which adds 2 different layers. And here we can change the opacity a little bit, or the color as well. You can also flip or invert this, but we're not going to do that right now. So we've added the shape. That looks pretty cool. Now we want to add some scrolling animations to some of the text here. But because Welcome to Mio More is one element, we're going to have to separate these. So I'm simply going to duplicate and I'm going to get rid of some of the text. So we're going to line it up perfectly and we're going to remove some text. We're going to remove the Welcome to. And we're going to pull that down a little bit, and we're going to have to get rid of the Mio Amore section, because we want these to be 2 separate pieces. We want the text to move on its own. And when it's one singular element, you're going to be affecting both lines of text. So we only really want to affect the one. So we want to affect Mio Amore. So we've selected Mio Amore. We're going to go to the Add Animation. We can add a fade in, a shutter, blur. There's so many different options that you can customize and choose from. You can have them loop, have them come on entrance, you can have them happen during a scroll or during mouse effects. Right now I'm just kind of trying to find one that feels right, just like this one. And now we're going to customize it. We want it to come from the top. So this is the direction the animation is going to happen. And you can preview it with that little button there. And I like that. That looks nice. Now that we've gone over shape divide and we've gone over text animation, let's go over scrolling effects. This is an effect that happens when somebody is scrolling on your page. So we still have the Mio Amore selected here. So any changes we make will be to the Mio Amore. Maybe we want a blur or a fade. And again, this effect will happen as somebody's scrolling. So there's 2 animation types, in or out. We have it set to in at the moment, and we can kind of preview it or turn off preview if we want. So we're going to go to the preview mode, and we're going to scroll down. It's a little tough to see because it's at the very, very top of the page, but let's see here. It is an effect that happens on scroll, so it might be more useful on something that is further down the page. There's also loops, so this will be an animation that kind of repeats as somebody's on the page. This isn't going to be specific to entering the page or scrolling on the page. It'll just always be happening. This might be good for sales text or buy now text or something enticing, something you want somebody to look at. And of course the entrance animations again. Go with shrink here. Now let's go down a little bit further on the page here. We're going to make some changes down below so that it shows a little better. For starters, let's make this text do something. So we're going to select all the text by holding Shift and selecting. Then we go to the animations, We're going to choose a nice animation that all the text will come in as. And just like before, when you select one, you can customize it. Here there's options like motion style, which changes intensity, and all the same options as before. And the scroll effects, which we're going to apply to the vector art. So selecting all the vector arts here by holding Shift and clicking each piece. I'm going to go to Animation and Effects, Scroll, and we want it to do something as we scroll. Maybe grow or shrink. We're going to customize the grow. We don't want it to be too intense. We want it to be maybe gentle. And we want it to come in from probably the center works. We want this to be continuous, to happen as we scroll. And then if we preview that, this will give a better idea of what the scroll does. It's very subtle grow. I don't know if you can see that, but they subtly, very gently will grow in size as you're going down, giving them more of a presence as you get to the right spot of the page. And that's a quick look at making a page dynamic using shape dividers, animations, and scrolls. See you next time.